respected members of Institute of Engineers, esteemed guests, friends and colleagues, I welcome you all on this esteemed day, World Engineering Day on Sustainable Development. Er.Mir Muneer Hussain will speak on the topic Engineering for a Healthy Planet and celebrating the UNESCO report. Now firstly, before I get into the topic, I would like to share some of the burning challenges what we all are facing. For example, in 1990, there were approximately 30% of the world population which was under extreme poverty. But with the collaborated effort, in 2019, it dropped down to 8.2%. But unfortunately, in 2020, as we've seen, the pandemic occurred. And because of that, more than 71 million people will again push to this extreme poverty lines. And presently, if I say, approximately 700 million people across the world suffer the extreme poverty thing. And 1 out of every 5 child feels the exact poverty without hunger. Also, it is very astonishing to know that approximately 2 billion people across the world do not have a safe, clean food to eat. Approximately 18 million health workers are short in low-income countries. Because of this pandemic which we all faced, approximately 70 countries, the immunization process what was going on across the world for the children had stopped. Now because of that, there is a high risk that 100% mortality will be happening in the children area. One out of every 3rd child face death in regions which are very low income, for example, sub-Saharan African belt and southern Asian regions. In the COVID-19 case, where everybody was locked down, approximately 500 million children didn't have the access to internet. They were locked down in the room doing idly nothing. Also because of this COVID-19, it was seen approximately 30% violence for the women had increased. Those were physical as well as sexual. 1 out of every 3rd woman has faced this violence. Also we talk about gender inequality, which is also still present in today's time. We are in 2021, still 25% of the complete world population only, there is ladies where they are serving in the parliaments. 28% of the women population is only serving the managerial role. And unfortunately, only 36% of the women population is serving in the government service across the world. So these are some of the facts which I shared with you, which are so alarming, and we have entered into 2021 and still these challenges pose a threat to the complete humanity present. Now in order to solve these issues, this day, World Engineering Day, was proposed by UNESCO on its 40th conference on November 2019. And this day basically was pushed by World Federation of Engineering Organization, as the 4th March is the founding day of this organization. So in order to tackle these all challenges, UNESCO on 2015 in its UN General Assembly put out a resolution. In that resolution, they came out with 2013 agenda, in which they had a sustainable development goals. There were 17 sustainable development goals, and those are very simple, like no hunger, no poverty, food for all, inequality should be reduced, infrastructure should be high, life on the land, life below the ocean, justice for all. So these are some of what I have spoken. There are 17 such points. And these points basically penetrate in 3 dimensions. One dimension is economic prosperity for all, second is social inclusion, and third is environmental sustainability. So right now, presently if we talk about what I'm talking, and presently around approximately 23 million engineers across the world are celebrating this day. So why are we all sitting here? The main motto of this is that we all should realize the fact we engineer and engineering fraternity can only give solution to these sustainable development goals. We can put our heart and mind and innovation together to come up with the innovative ideas and solve this problem. Around 40 countries across the world which are registered in UNESCO has supported, like Palestine, China, Egypt, etc. Now, the point is, how can we contribute? It is as simple as that. We should ask this question to us: how individually and collectively we have taken part to reduce these points. As simple as that, if I say to reduce hunger, firstly we should stop wasting food. If we are seeing things getting wasted across our community, country, state, we should blow alarm. On the same note, we have a different NGOs working across the state, across the nation, across the world. If we are personally not able to go African countries where they don't have clean water, they don't have food to eat, they don't have shelter to live, if we personally can't go there, we at least can donate to the organization those are working over there. We as an engineer can at least donate. And donation doesn't mean only we are giving billions and dollars of money. We don't have that money. We can at 1 rupee also counts. 1 rupee. I was researching in one of the organization. They asked if you give 1 rupee, that also goes to the child who is suffering from these all diseases. So my point is, it is not the amount of money what we put in. It is just your intuition. It is just your focus. Are you really ready to fight this labor? So before I conclude, I would like to show some of the photographs what I have taken in the presentation. These are some of the basic photographs which just portray the fact that we are blessed to have shelters, food, eat, everything. But there are people who are in so dead poverty, are in so dead deprived of all the basic needs, what the sustainable development goals are there, that they are just living in so pathetic condition that if we get into the details, things are really alarming. Now, I must say that and put an open question to all that we should all think. This COVID-19 has taught a lesson, at least to me, a lesson that a small microscopic virus has put us on knees. This should make us humble. Whatever plan we make, but when the God plans come in front of us, we are all on knees. So we all should collectively, I alone can't do a change. We all collectively can make a change go through. And as we all have fought 2020 like a hero, doctors, engineers, everybody, because if I say my engineers, they were working in 2020 COVID-19 pandemic. Everybody was going to their services. Everybody was attending offices. Even doctors were fighting, but engineers were also fighting. Our down the line linemen, everybody was on post working, and we, unfortunately, some of our top technocrats have died. Some of our linemen have died. They have given their lives on this COVID-19. So the way we have fought this COVID-19, on the same way I request everybody to fight these all challenges. We should all fight that there should not be no hunger. Nobody should sleep hungry. Everybody should have shelters on their home. Everybody should at least have a good education. If I talk about you, the people are educated. If we join any NGO, or we just simply go over there, if we go and take one class like mathematics class, economic class, whatever field we are good in, so that there can be some contribution from us towards this goal. So having said that, this World Engineering Day, which has been proclaimed by across the world, it has fundamentally one reason, that the awareness of engineering should be across the globe. Secondly, what engineering fraternity faces the challenges, gender inequality in engineering itself. If I talk about an engineering fraternity, girls and women are not participating the way men are participating. If women and girls are also, if they are uplifted, they are also encouraged, then the shortage of engineers across the world will be solved. And lastly, we engineers, if we put our heart, soul, innovation, targets, all the things on mind to achieve this success, then nothing is impossible. So before I conclude, I must say, you should all think that how individually, socially, economically, you can invest, you can put your time to achieve this goal and make this 17 Sustainable Development Goals a success. Thank you so much. Have a great day.